Shelly. I'm assuming that's you in there, Shelly. The stream's not supposed to start for another 2 minutes, but I saw you in here waiting. I didn't want to leave you all by yourself in here waiting. Look, we're looking at that room backwards. Look, we never sit this way and look at the room like this. Look at that. The light's better on that side. Oh, I need to shave and all that stuff. It's been a busy day. Shelly, did you leave us? We had one person, now we've got 0 people. I guess I started this stream prematurely for absolutely no reason whatsoever. Oh, there she is. Okay. So, Shelly, first and only, because this is a Patreon live stream. That's and I wanted to make you an honorary Patreon member for this evening's stream, because I knew you would be sad, because I've got a Turtle Club meeting tonight, so I'm not gonna have time to do the normal live stream. In fact, I messed this up even more because I thought that the live stream was I thought the potluck was supposed to be at 7 tonight. Turns out it's at 6, so I'm still gonna have to bust ass just to make it on time. And I put it to a vote in the Patreon feed as far as what time people would prefer to have an earlier stream at. I put it up for like 11 p.m. or sorry, 11 a.m., 2 p.m. or 5 p.m., in 30 seconds. And like 12, there was 1 vote for 11 a.m., 1 vote for 2 p.m., and like 14 votes for now. So I don't know where all those people that voted for now are, but we're now. Maybe I should go back and make sure that I actually posted that thing. I'm pretty sure I posted it. Shelly, just hold 1 second. I'm gonna come right back. Yeah, well, I think a lot of people aren't on the West Coast, so let me tap in. Just make sure that I actually made this post in the Patreon feed like I meant to, because there's literally only us here. Let me check. I'll be right back. Swipe. Yeah, no, I did it. The post is there for people to grab on. Four people on the Patreon thing liked it, so oh, now there we go. Second person. So I want to kind of wait for some of you guys to jump in. I know this is an early live stream. Yeah, Turtle Club potluck is actually sooner than I thought it was, so I'm gonna have to boogie out of here pretty quick too. But I wanted to at least show off some of the blood python babies they're all out of the eggs now. I've got a bunch of rats thawing. I'm gonna attempt to give them their first feed, because if you guys know, I may have explained before that blood pythons do everything slow, except for incubate, which we talked about last time, I think, or we talked about on one of the streams, that they don't incubate for any longer than the ball pythons. I don't have, I haven't collected any money yet, Shelly. I don't collect money from people until it's time for a down payment, and I don't accept any down payments until, the babies start actually eating. So until they've started eating, then I'll start accepting down payments. But, I mean, basically the list, there's way more people on the list than snakes than I'm going to have available. And actually, I think the number of people, I've got 8 snakes that I'm letting go, 8 blood pythons that I'm letting go of, and there's at least that many Patreon members that are on the list, so they all get the first pick, you know what I mean? So if anybody in Patreon decides to let their snake pass, then it'll start being open to some of the public. But as of now, yeah, there's like way more people that want one of these babies. But there are a lot of people that said they want a female, and we ended up getting a pretty male-heavy clutch, so there's not going to be a ton of females available. I think actually I have 3. No, I'm only going to have 2. I'm keeping one of the females, so I'm only going to have 2 available. That's what that is. And who's the other person in here? Anybody want to show a hand? I know we got Shelly, and we got whoa, and we got lights blinking. Let's take a little peek see here at the babies. They're hiding for the most part, so we'll see how that goes. And I don't really want to disturb them all that much, because I'm going to try and feed them tonight, so I want them to feel chilled out. You can see a little head poking out there, just waiting. And basically all of them are going to, that might be the most we see of any of them. I really don't want to poke in there and bother them too much. You can see the dorsal pattern sticking through. Because in this very bottom tub down here, I've got all the little fuzzy rats thawing out for them that I'm going to offer tonight. And yeah, there's another one hiding in there. All just kind of doing their little bury their head in the sand thing. Yeah, I think they can smell them, but they're also, you know, they didn't hatch out very long ago. They're all just kind of hiding out. They're very much ambush predators, you know what I mean? Even though they can smell all the rats, like they're not the type to go looking, you know what I mean? Many pythons are ambush predators. Hey, Sandy. But blood pythons even more so. Like they will just stay in one spot and wait. And just wait. They're like one of the most sedentary of all the python species as far as sitting still in one spot forever. So this is the one we see the most. Hey, Louie. And one thing I mentioned to Louie, I'll mention to you guys too, is you notice their color. They're very copper and brown right now. Blood pythons grow into their color. So, and Sangria, we can show you as an example, but she is so deep in shed right now, it's ridiculous. She is like, at least yesterday, she was in one of the deepest sheds ever. I'm sure she's not much different today. Look at her, dude. She's just so deep in shed. Her eyes, she's like blind. So it's a poor example because she's so, yeah, she's just gray. Look at her. She doesn't look anything like, she basically looks like one of the babies. But once she sheds out, dude, I mean, look at her tail. Her tail's usually black. Look at it. How crazy is that color, dude? Even on the camera, it's kind of coming out pretty well, like how absolutely blue, light blue she is. That tail is usually jet black. How nuts. And this is her first shed after laying, so it kind of makes sense that it would be more of an intense shed cycle than usual. But she went right back on food, and she's looking great, man. I'm thinking we're going to do this same pairing again next season, and then probably give her the year after that off. But it's been really fun to just look at her and think back on the memories with this girl. Look, there's a picture of her when I first got her. And I know it looks like there's actually crazy kind of reds going on there. That's just because I boosted that photo for the picture. That's her when she first got here. Just a little poop. She's actually on the very first episode of Triple B TV, the first official, not the first video that I uploaded to the channel that is now Triple B TV, but the first one that I designated episode 1. It's called like Who Do I Think I Am or something like that is the name of the title. And she's in there. She's like right at the very intro of that video, and she like strikes at the camera. I've got the GoPro going next to her, and she does this full body lunge strike all in slow-mo. That's her. That's Sangria right there in that very episode 1 of Triple B TV. Louie, yeah, I'm going to try feeding tonight. I've got rats thawing out down there. I figure why not try now sooner than later, because basically with blood pythons, you need to get them eating, or it's ideal to get them eating before they have their first shed, because it's so long. I think it could be up to like a month or so before they have their very first shed, which is where they differ a lot. The only thing they have congruent with ball pythons is the incubation time. It's virtually at the same time. Everything else is just much slower, including that first shed. So I'm thinking for any of the snakes that do take tonight, that'll be the only meal I give them until after they shed, because they do have such slow metabolism that I'm confident that meal will get them through their first shed easily. So we'll see how many take. I mean, they were definitely biting. You'll see I'm putting up the video on Saturday where Travis and I went through and picked out our halves at the clutch, and where we, sexed them all and identified all of them as either matrix or normals. and they're just going at me, man. Just like we got that big tub and reach my hand in. And there's this one female in particular that just like was letting me have it, just like yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, that's how baby snakes are, but baby blood pythons in particular, just going at it, dude. And yeah, Saturday that video will go up. I was just working on editing it right now. It's pretty cool though, because they're so small. It's like they were biting the crap out of me, but I had nothing to show for it. Like they weren't even drawing blood because their teeth are just so small. They just, I mean, it was cute. I know they're freaking out and that's why they're attacking, but they're still very adorable when they do it. It's like, I'm sexing one of them. She grabs me on the side of my, this bandage is not from the snake, by the way. I've got this eczema stuff that I'm working on clearing up. She grabs me on the arm and she's just holding on and just so cute, just sitting there looking at her. Yeah, I had a point. Blood pythons are cute. Was that my point? Sure, why not? And the one that was biting me the most, I'm pretty sure is the female I'm gonna keep. She is also probably one of the most beautiful in the clutch. So if somebody like has a strong argument as to, she's the one I'm keeping is one of 2 matrix females. So the clutch was very male heavy. I think we had like 6 females and 11 males, something like that. So that part was unfortunate. I kind of like to see more females in any given clutch, just because the females are the ones that can have clutches, and they're just, I don't know. Females are. If I could pick like the amount of clutches, or the ratio of all the clutches I ever hatched, it would be like 10% males, 90% females. That's how I would love every clutch to be. But yes, Mr. Sexton, you're late. You missed everything, man. You missed it all. I put it to a vote. And I got to get out of here sooner because the Turtle Club meeting is an hour sooner than I thought it was. So I gotta leave pretty quick. But you didn't miss too much, honestly. I mean, I'm just kind of, all the blood pythons here, I'll go poke back in there. I'll show you the one that's showing itself the most. They're all, I don't know if you guys went over and saw Travis's video. He already put up his video of all the snakes that he ended up picking from the clutch. It's up on his channel, Living Legless Reptiles, on YouTube. So you can see some babies there, because I think he actually pulls them out. But I don't want to bother these guys too much, because I am going to feed them or offer them their first meal tonight when I get home. But this one here was kind of showing himself the most. And this is actually the last one that came out of the egg. This is the last one to come out of the egg. When we shot the video that's going up on Saturday, he wasn't even out of the egg yet. Actually, no. At the end of the video, I pull him out and determine that he is indeed a he. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 males and 3 females. And, ooh, taxes, good stuff. Lots of fun. And they're all hiding like this, which is nice. I wanted them to get comfortable. So when I come with these meals tonight, hopefully they will, take. I don't know how successful it's going to be. My first clutch of blood pythons, of course. Maybe this will be a little too soon to offer a meal, but the one thing that I do understand is that I really do want to get them feeding before they shed, because it could be up to a month before they have their first shed. So that's what they're all doing, just hanging out in this little rack that I had tucked away that I wasn't using. Figured it would be perfect for the bloods, because it's almost exactly the number of snakes that I have fit in there. So it was the ideal scenario. I need to hang that picture up over there. It's a really nice picture, Peter Lick. Yeah, big cages are work for sure. I was working on these today, and it felt like work, no doubt about it. But yeah, so bloods are 100% hatch rate. All 17 eggs hatched out nice and beautifully and wonderfully. And the video with Travis and I sexing them all is gonna go up on Saturday, Chris. Just since you missed that, and it should be pretty funny. It should be good. I'm working on editing it at the moment. I think I might almost be done with it, actually. But I take off for Freedom Breeder tomorrow, and then I get back Thursday night, and then I'm gonna, get some videos done because I have to go practice with the band. We're playing a show on Saturday out in Morro Bay, and then right after that show, I'm taking off again to go north up to my parents, and then we're gonna go visit my sister in Reno for spring break with the boys. So that'll be that, and I'll have I have 3 more clutches that are waiting to drop back there, and I'm hoping they wait till I get back from Reno. If not, I've got Travis and Jalen on point. Jalen will be here to take care of the snakes, and then notify Travis if one of these girls drops a clutch, because Jalen's never pulled a clutch, and I don't really want to let him do it without any kind of supervision. Mainly wanting to get, look at her, dude. She's ready to go. She's gonna have a huge. I'm guessing at least. I'm guessing 10 eggs out of that girl. That's my guess. I haven't really even palpated to try and figure out how many exactly, but she's ready to go. This girl, they're all supposed to lay right around the same time. These are the last 3 girls that should be laying this season, and that'll put us at a total of 8 clutches for the season, which is double what we've got last time, or not last time. That's 4 times what we got last time, but it's twice as many as we've ever had in a season. So that's cool, because I'm planning at some point to like max out at like 30 clutches a year is where I see myself maxing as far as snake breeding and production. So it seems like something I can handle. It seems like it's handleable so far, even with all the traveling. And all right, Mia the Chia, you get out. Get her out. She's got to get out. You got to get her out. No, 0 action on retic breeding, Chris. Absolutely. I mean, at least from what I witnessed, not anything. I don't know what to attribute it to other than to my lack of experience. And I mean, I've done everything Garrett's told me to, and just nothing I can do about it, man. I mean, they're going to do what they want to do. The male, it's not like it's not like they've been here for a long time, so I'm sure that plays a factor. A fan in the cage. Not the word. I mean, I haven't tried that. Can't rule it out as a possibility. But we've got, after the blood python clutches came out, we've got 3 more clutches. That's just an empty box on top where the last snake came out of. But we got 3 more clutches in there, and then the 3 more to drop, and that should be pretty good. It should be a nice season for us. Lots of het clown stuff going to be coming out. So that should be awesome. And I should turn this off. Yeah, it should be good times. Love the het clown stuff. I feel like all ball pythons should be het clown, because it just makes them that much extra beautiful. Oh, my garage, that's right, I cleaned it this morning a little bit. Oh, yeah. But I'm going to start packing it in, folks. I got to load up my stuff and get down to this Turtle Club meeting in San Luis and make that happen. There's one more story before I go. Yeah, het clown girls are awesome, man. This morning, there's this cat out here, and it was just like straying around a little bit. And Chris, I'm trying to think. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna have visual males this season, assuming that the male that I don't think got through on any of these clutches didn't. That makes sense. That fire clown, I'm like 95% sure that the male that I would have liked to get to her didn't get to her or the other girl I was trying to pair her with. So more than likely she was gotten by the pastel Enchi clown, which is a pairing that we've had a clutch from before. So, we could have, that's where Cindy came from. So we could have like Firefly. We could have Firefly Enchi clown if that's something you'd be interested in. Firefly Enchi clown is something that's a possibility from that clutch. So we'll see. And there's a lot of eggs. I mean, she's full eggs. So, fingers crossed. You never know until it happens, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, the cat was out here to the side of the garage, and I ran around, and yeah, you do. And I came outside, and the cat tried to take off, but it couldn't even get up the stairs. It was kind of a fat cat, but also something's wrong with his back legs. So I called up the local emergency vet and ended up bringing him down there. And we're gonna put up, signs. He didn't have a microchip or any kind of identification, but he was not in good shape, man. So hopefully that cat does all right. And in other highly uninteresting news, I weed whacked the yard. It was a lot of work because it rained a lot this year out here in California, so this vegetation was thick. It was thick, and now it's chopped. I've actually still got more to do way over there, but you know, only can do so much in one day. Speaking of which, I gotta hit the road, guys. Thanks for joining the stream. Sorry I had to do it early, but at least we knocked one out. If you coming in late and you missed the blood python babies, then pop on down and watch this over, and you'll get to see what's in there. Shelly, thanks for joining us tonight, and you guys have yourselves a wonderful evening. I will be available for your messages. Bye-bye.